Here we're holding in the Hakdama of Vayoel Moshe on page Tes in the first paragraph. And here we're going to talk about the fact that the zionists is so successful, and that's because the Satan is pushing it, because before the Geula, the Satan realizes he's about to get shechted, and he knows that this is the end, this is his last chance, so that's why he's pushing it so much. And this ties in what was said in the last paragraph. He said that the Medina is preventing the Geula from coming. Ein ben David ba'ad shtich l'machas Yisrael Yisrael. So this is the hemshich to that.
Yeah, like some also say that the reason.
Because the Geula depends on the end of Tzionis, that's why the Yetzer Hara and the Samach Mem, he mentioned them separately. I think the pshat is that the Yetzer Hara people think of as like inside every person. He has his own.
But it's the same entity.
Yeah, I know. But there's a different aspect to it. The Yetzer Hara is everybody's personal inclination to do something bad. The Samach Mem is more like involved in the whole world, making sure that the politics of the world line up in such a way that it should come out in Yisrael for Yidden. Anyway, that's why they try so hard lahamshich to attract all of the Klal Yisrael to this idea that's pigul. And the word pigul means by karbonis, when you shech the carbon and you have in mind to eat it at the wrong time. So that could be a mashal for tzionis, which is a movement to do something at the wrong time, do the geula but before the time. Okay, Kamasha Kosva Toisvis Yomtiv Masechta Avos Perek Hey. Al Mishnah de Choyshev Bahade Nisim Shenastu Beis Hamikdash. Now this is the Toisvis Yomtiv on Pirkei Avos, where there's a Mishnah that says Asara Nisim Nasu Lavasein in Beis Hamikdash. There were 10 miracles that happened in the Beis Hamikdash, and V'chashiv Nami Haneis Shelo Ira Kari LeKohen Gadol B'Yom Kippurim. One of those Nisim was that the Kohen Gadol never had Tumas Kari on Yom Kippur.
How's that an ace?
The cost of all that. So the Toisvis Yomtiv asks, Yesh Bisha, if he would not go to sleep on Yom Kippur and he would sleep all night like a regular person, okay, you can understand that if it never happened in all the hundreds of years, that would be an ace.
But he was up the whole night.
Right. Oh, so the cost of all that. Yesh Misham Hiksha. There's someone who asked the kasha here. V'lama Yera Loi Keri. Why should it happen to him if he was busy? He was poirish from the whole world. He was sitting in a special room in the Beis Hamikdash for 7 days before. V'hu Tahara, and he was toivel himself, and he was completely separated from the world. Kol hayoyim, and that whole day of Yom Kippur he was separated from the world. He was tahar. V'ziknei ha'am kol halayla lo yechashu milazarzoi, and the whole night he was kept up, awake by the Zikanim. They used to read to him from the Nevi'im, the Ksuvim. Yeah. So how could it ever happen? So it's not a nace. So he says V'atshuva. The answer is Ki Yetzer Toiv v'Yetzer Hara miskoitetim zeh im zeh kishnei oivim. The Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Toiv have a war with each other. And ukeshe'echad mehem karav liyos menutzach. When one of them sees that his end is near, he's about to be defeated, he's chazek al amdoi. He's going to become stronger. He says that when he sees that his end is near, he's going to put extra emergency energy into it. Just like he says in the Toisvis Yomtiv, if a person who's about to die all of a sudden might have an extra burst of energy and get up on his bed and start saying a speech to his children. So that's why it was very likely the Kohen should become a Balkari. Even despite all the measures taken to prevent it, it still could happen. Yuri and Sham, take a look over there. And I did look it up. It says that he's saying it b'shem the Medrash Shmuel, b'shem HaChasid. It's the Medrash Shmuel, Reb Shmuel ben Reb Yitzchak Uzida, who is a Sfaradi Mefarish on Pirkei Avos, Medrash Shmuel. And Medrash Shmuel brings down this whole pshat, word for word, from the Toisvis Yomtiv says, word for word, he brings it from the Chassid Yavitz.
Who was first? Medrash Shmuel or
Medrash Shmuel was first.
Oh, he was Rishon?
No, he's early Achron. And he brings it from the Chassid Yavitz. The Toisvis Yomtiv was in the time he was the Talmud of the Maharal.
Yeah,
so about
early Achron to then.
1600s. Yeah. And Medrash Shmuel was like 1500s probably. And the Chassid Yavitz was by the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. So that's why it was likely for the Kohen to be a Balkari. V'im Kain. So to bring it down to our situation, in our case, but now we're in the last part of Galus. So the Gula is about to come. We know that after the Gula, the Yetzer Hara, the Asamach Mem, is going to become batal. He's going to be completely defeated. Often, like the Gemara in Sukkah, the Gemara says that Hashem is going to shech the Yetzer Hara, and He's going to show it to the tzaddikim and the Rishaim, and the tzaddikim are going to see it as a mountain. They're going to say, how do we have the koyach to overcome this big mountain? The Rishaim are going to see it like a little string, a little hair. They're going to say, how come we could do that? So, it's in a way that they're going to be defeated in such a way that was never since the world was created. Tosfos brings down from the Yishalmi, after the shofar of Mashiach is blown, the Satan has come to get swallowed up.
Now that's one reason why we blow Rosh Hashanah.
So the Gemara says,
confuse suddenly Gulas here.
Right, but it says there, why do we blow twice? Why do we blow the first Tekiyas before Musaf and then the Tekiyas during Musaf?
Yeah. Why?
The Torah only says once. The answer is, La'arbe v'Satan, to mix up the Satan. So Rashi says to mix up the Satan means that he'll see Yidden are being Mechabev mitzvahs, they're being medactic in mitzvahs, so he won't be Mekatrig on them.
Yeah.
Tosfos says that the Pshat is like this Yerushalmi, that the Satan thinks the first time he understands it's Rosh Hashanah. The second time, that's not normal for Rosh Hashanah, so then he's going to say, okay, it must be the Geula is coming, and he gets all scared and he can't think of his tinus. Now, obviously, everybody asks, if every year we're doing this, then the Satan knows already what we're doing. So
yeah, so what's the answer?
But l'choyer, according to what he's saying here, the answer is very simple. The answer is, it's for us to remind ourselves that when the Geula comes, the Satan's going to get destroyed, and we know that all his tricks that he's getting us to fall for are just because he's working very hard, because he's afraid that his time is coming to come to his end. So we won't listen to him as much. On Rosh Hashanah, we're supposed to be mo'ir ourselves to tshuva, so that's part of the tshuva process. We think about the Satan and we think that it's just a trick. Okay. Therefore, the Satan is trying anything in his power neged elu ha'inyanim hamaviyim es hagula, to stop anything that's going to bring about the gula. With tzrichin nisei nisim linatam mimenu, and we have to have nisim that, like it says in the Tosfos Yom there that the Kohen Gadol needed an ace to save himself from the Tumas Keri. So we need tremendous nisim to save ourselves from the Satan. Much more than that nace that was done for the Kohen Gadol. So that explains why the Samach Mem caused the conditions to come about in the world, that it was possible for Yidden to have this test and make a state. U'malchus aminus, and the government of heresy, levatel sagula, to prevent the Gula from coming. Everybody thought right after the Holocaust it was a Chevli Mashiach. It was time already. The Yidden suffered more than enough. But Samach Mem came right after that, made sure it was possible to have a Medina. Hashem Yisbarach Yirachim Bimheira B'Yachish Lanu Zman Gula Seinu Fedus Nafshenu. Hashem Yisbarach Shav Rachmanis quickly.
I want to just actually say, for those who want to